In this section of the video, we will be seeing the voice service steps. Step number 1, we have to check the status of the nominated ONT, and then we apply the GP14 traffic profiles on this ONT. Step number 2, we enter the various parameters that are required for a voice traffic to connect with the SIP server. So to start with, we create a SIP agent profile. It describes the SIP server details where it can be an IP address or in a domain name format. Step number 3, we create a dial plan profile. So this basically describes the dial plan. Step 4, we create the VoIP, media and voice service profile. Here we describe the various types of codecs and the various timer details. Step number 5, we create the VoIP config profile. Here we describe the VoIP channel methods to be used, whether through an OMCI or a TR069. Next is the step number 6, we create the VoIP profile. All the profiles which we have created above, we encapsulate in a single profile and give it a name. Step number 7, inside the ONT view, we open the ONT image and we apply VoIP profile and we apply the VoIP config profile. We mention the phone number and password to be used. And the last step, after everything is done, we check for the SIP registration status. Step number 2 to 6 is a one-time activity. This is done at the time of setting up the network or configuring the OLT for the first time. Step number 7, we'll have to do for each new ONT that has been logged in to the OLT. You can see here the various folders on the left side, and we have the GP14 folder. Under the GP14 folder, we go to maintenance, and let's see if our nominated ONT. On PON port number 5, we have a ONT which has been detected. We can see here this is the ONT and the ONT physical status is activated. And we click on this additional info here, optical power. So the optical power is. Let's go into configuring the traffic profiles. Here we have the GP14 folder. Go to the traffic configuration, voice service VLAN operation, and then we have the ONU upstream traffic profile configuration. So we are applying 3 types of traffic on this ONU: the data, voice, and then the TR or the ACS service. We go into ONU profile. Here we select the ONT on which the profile has to be applied. Here the bandwidth profiles, and here the VLAN operation that has to be performed for the traffic. And if need, an ACS profile can be added here. Click on attach. Wait for a few seconds, we get the message successfully attached, and we can see here the traffic service profiles have been up. Step number 1 is complete. So now let's go into configuring the various voice parameters. Click on reload menu, go to the GP14 folder. On the left side, we see a folder by the name VoIP. We click on VoIP, and here we click the SIP agent profile. See here, I have already created the details. So we give a profile name, and here we enter the SIP server details. So for the purpose of this demo, we are using the VLAN 4000, the SIP address, we have the phone number 54x01. So the remaining settings here can be kept default. We only need to alter the SIP server IP address or domain name here. Next, we go to the VoIP folder. Here we go for the dial plan, and we need to do a add dial plan. So I already created a dial plan here, a default dial plan. Next, we create the step number 4, any codec parameters that need to be done. So here, so these are all default settings. So I have just given a name here, and then the VoIP config profile. Here we have to choose what type of configuration method is used, the OMCA channel or the TR069. So I created a available default profile. You can see here I created a default. We have completed the step number 5. So we are in the step number 6. Whatever profiles we created here, we club them into a easy to use single profile. We go to VoIP profile. You can see here add profile, and we can add the various profiles that we have just created and give it a name by the name voice final profile. The next step is we'll have to go inside the ONT view and we'll have to apply the above voice profile and VoIP config profile and mention the phone number password. GPON, go into maintenance, go into manage ONT, open the ONT view or ONT image. So this is the ONT view. Here we have something called VoIP and IP details. Click here, and as I said, we need to use this VoIP config profile here. Next, we have to use the phone number details. So these details, for the purpose of demo, we have taken up a simple configuration. Next, the VoIP profile, the global profile, the one which we created here. So this one is the voice final profile, and here we have a DSCP method of allotting the IP to the ONU. If we have a static method, we can manually type the IP addresses here, but here we are going to choose the DSCP mode. So we'll enable this option, click on submit. Successfully added the. So let's go here. So we have completed the step number 7. We go to step number 8. So step number 8, we'll have to go and see the traffic. So let's ensure that we have also applied the L2 service entries. So we can see this is the L2 or the VLAN service on the SNI side. I have added the SNI flow point port number 7. I need to add the gem flow point as well. This step, I'm just checking if I've done this step. Here we select data traffic. These are all default settings, and I want the PON port number 5. 205 refers to the PON port number 5, and say 212, it refers to PON port number 12. My ONT is on PON 5, so I select this, select the ONT, and the gem channel is through voice. I created a service by the name voice, so it's voice. The remaining settings are all default. Click create. Yes. Go back to voice. You can see gem channels are added here. Now let's go to the ELAN service. So we are at the Step number 8 here, we want to check for the SIP registration status, the traffic. Here there's an option called dynamic unicast FDB entries. So we can see the MAC address from the ONT side has been learned and the MAC address from the uplink side has been learned. So when we click wipe and IP details, we can see this is the interface or the MAC interface of the voice channel. So this has been successfully done. Next, let's check the SIP registration status. Click on reload menu, go to GP14, then go to the VoIP folder. We have a folder ONT VoIP configuration. Click on this and we have a button sync all. Click on sync all. See here the IP address has been allocated to this ONT. Now we can see here that the ONT has got successfully registered with the server and this is the IP address allotted to the ONT from the DHCP server. This is the SIP server and we can see this number is registered. Next, the steps for automation. I have two more ONTs, ONT2 and ONT3. I need to automatically configure some of the service tab without manual intervention. So we got a facility to add the traffic profiles automatically to the ONT and we can also add the gem flow points to each of the ONT automatically. Click on the reload menu. On the left side we have the GP14 folder and then we have traffic configuration. Under this there's a folder here, ONU auto provision profile. Here click on add new. Give a name. So I am giving a name automatic triple service because I have 3 services on these ONTs. We'll have to specify the ONU model number or model type. So all the ONUs in the network which are discovered afresh with the specified model number, this specified traffic profile will be applied on that ONU. So how to find out the model number of the ONU? Open manage ONT. Here we can see the model number mentioned here. For this is TJ2100N14BT. Select this, enter it here. Next, we'll have to apply the GP14 ONU upstream traffic profile because this is the one which I created. And then we mention so data voice and TR and the ONT mode. ONT which I have chosen is a hybrid ONT, can carry both bridge and RG type of traffic profile. So come back here, GP14 traffic configuration. We can see that the profile has been created. This profile needs to be applied per PON port. To the menu, go to inventory, card on virtual slot number 5, open the GP14 card. Here we have a link for the various ports. We can see here 16 number of ports on this card. open port number 5. Here we have an option ONU auto provision status. So this need to be enabled, and the auto provision profile which I need to be applied here. For every ONT which is auto discovered on this port, this profile would be automatically applied. Click submit. Automated this step, attaching the traffic profiles to ONT. There is a feature to also automate the addition of gem flow points in the ELAN services for each ONT. Go to service which one. So now we are operating on the SNI side of the OLT, that is the ELAN services. So this is the service for the voice. Here we have an option called auto create gem flow points. We keep this true, and then we need to select, or we need to enter the service VLAN. So 4000 is the VLAN which I am using for the voice service as described here. I go down, click submit. We can see here for the ONT number 1, the gem flow point has been added manually. So now this step here is automated. So let us bring up the two ONTs. So these are the two ONTs appear here. One ONT is right now. It will appear as 5-2 and 5-3. We can see here the ONT number 2 with this serial number 451 has got activated. Let us go and check the traffic profiles. Reload menu, GPON, traffic configuration, ONU profile configuration. We can see the ONT number 2, the profiles have been automatically applied. The bandwidth profile and the VLAN operation profile. The ELAN services gem flow point. We see here for the ONT number 2, automatic. We can see here the ONT number 2 is activated. We'll have to apply the voice parameters to this ONT. Click on View IP and IP details, VoIP config, DHCP enable, submit. There's a button here, sync all. We can see the ONT has obtained an IP address from the DHCP server. It is in the process of registration with the server. Meanwhile, let us bring the ONT number 3 as well. You can see here the ONT number 3 has appeared, activated and online. Let us verify whether the GPON traffic profiles have been auto applied. GPON traffic configuration, ONU profile configuration. We see that on ONT number 3 as well, the bandwidth and the VLAN operations profiles have been applied. For the VLAN service, gem flow point is a voice service, and we can see here for the ONT number 3, the gem flow point has been automatically applied. Let us verify the voice traffic status. For the ONT number 3, we have to enter the voice credentials. We go to VoIP and IP details, select the type of config, display name. For demo, we are taking this number, the phone number and password, the type of profile that has to be applied, and the ONT is going to get the IP address from the DHCP server. The DHCP enable, submit. Let's check the voice status. We can see here that even the third ONT has come online. Click on the button sync all, and we can see here the ONT has obtained an IP address. It is in the process of registering with the SIP server. Now we see that the both ONTs are registered with the SIP server. Let us also verify by logging into the SIP server. This was the first ONT. So this is the ONT number 2 and ONT number 3 were showing earlier unregistered. So let's refresh the status. We can see it's in green. So the 3 ONTs are successfully registered. So this ends our video where we have also explained the automation step. Thanks for watching.